Alright. Stream ko sa'yo. Ha? Sige. What? Yeah. Kasi, antipolo yun. Ang layo eh.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
Pintuhan ka agad.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Putang ina, bobo. Sa ano ka, there's some type of biomedic something.
The predator isn't
ko
the
lang hanap
only
yung last
threat.
time pa ito nirelease.
The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. Shot through. Person.
Ano? Ay, bobo, ba't ako nakahuli?
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. What a relief. You should be able to use that. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Slice and dice.
Nawain ko yung water jug. Kung yung robot ko rin nawain yung ilong ko. Ilong mo?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Narinig pala. Consequence. May sound siya. Nakamute ako. Sorry. Bawal sa Discord. Mute ko yung mic ko sa ano.
Just a few moves left. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Put an end to him. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Sure useful. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's...
Ilya Antuf.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just at...
Papa Mofobak.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside.
Paikatawa.
The legend of the one-eyed child that...
Yuba Doluwawa.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled...
Yuba Doluwawa.
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma...
Ebazo Dombubu Ukoye.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back.
Nuka Nuburak.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart.
Oloi Bobo Paweg.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder. Somehow... You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and... You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to Only time. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono was... You hand... One day... From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai. One day, he says you'd better hurry back. No, she's got lots on her mind and need... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is... He says he remembers every... The tree started to die when the end of days begun. And records tell of the ruinous... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the east route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Balu Putulua.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Balu Putulua.
The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Kuzata Ghetto.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree...
Cantita Duela Bofo.
Regardless...
Do Wobu.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eater. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of... He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your action. He's grateful for...
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Now, take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important.
Tolomawawanya.
Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eater,
Ya you mawa.
the Myriad tribe.
Weta gono.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Muk bebuk.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate, and
Ikobe. Ifari kobo farm.
he believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Kim hobe bekuko if.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Close encounter. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.